Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Josh. In this video we're going to be doing our reading for the star sign of Gemini for the month of December. Remember, if you're watching this outside of December, that is okay too. Whenever you find yourself drawn to watch this reading is when it was meant for you. And again, just remember, it's a very general reading. So for some of you, it may make sense. All of it may be for you. For others, bits and pieces may be for you. And for some of you, none of it may make sense, and that's okay too. Just take whatever resonates for you, okay? So with that said, let's get straight into the reading. I don't think there's anything else to say beforehand. I'm trying to think because for some reason I feel like I'm forgetting something. But I think that's it. Maybe it'll come back to me. So, Spirit, what do our Geminis need to know for the month of December? Or whenever they find themselves drawn to this reading? Whoa. Okay, first we have the Ace of Cups. Originally it came out reversed, but I'm not taking it that way. I'm going to leave it upright. I feel like we're not going to be doing any reversals in this reading. Ace of Cups, all about new beginnings. Normally in emotional sense, cups are water, and water's emotions. So, yeah, this could be a new beginning. Some of you could be looking at, maybe a new relationship, or just some sort of new beginning or something new anyway that is emotional. So it could be a love relationship. It could be something to do with a friendship. It could be or it could even just be something like, that you just have strong emotional ties to, okay? But a lot of the time this can be about a relationship more than anything, the start of a relationship. And then with the Two of Swords, we have, there's two things here, okay? So it could be, you could be needing to make a choice, Geminis, okay? You could have a choice to make and you're kind of like, you've not made it, but like you're kind of like, do I go left, do I go right, so you just really need to sit down and think about, maybe with it being the Ace of Cups coming out, maybe you just really need to sit down and figure out what's going to be best for you emotionally, what's going to be best for you on an emotional level, what choice is best for you, what choice will give you emotional fulfillment. If it's a choice between two people, maybe for some of you it is, who's going to make you happier, fair enough, one of them may look better on paper, but maybe the other one looks better, in the way they treat you and the way they act and, the way they make you feel and stuff like that. So make sure to use your intuition as well with whatever this decision is, whether it's some sort of decision between, maybe you've got more than one suitor, or maybe it could be something completely different, but there's definitely, this choice is going to really pull on the emotions, okay? For some of you also, this Two of Swords could represent turning your back on your emotions. So, make sure that you are dealing with your own emotions, because, you need to, I suppose be more, you need to be, what way am I trying to say this? If there's an opportunity for a new relationship, or an offer that's going to give you emotional fulfillment, you need to be able to see it. And if you're ignoring your emotions, how are you going to see an emotional offer, okay? Or an offer of emotions? How are you going to be able to see that clearly for how it is if you're not even looking at your own emotions, okay? That's what I'm going to say with that. We'll see what else we get. Something on there. See what else we get. Oh, no, we're not taking it. Okay, can we get one more card, please? Oh, thank you. Queen of Wands. Okay. Okay. And underneath we have the Hermit. Queen of Wands, be a fiery woman. Okay. The first thing that came into my head there, okay, and again, this particular part may not be for all of you, just came into my head, with the Two of Swords being here in the middle. Okay, I'm just going to pick all three of them up, and the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands being here. Now, for some of you, this could be that maybe, maybe you are very attractive, just because it's a queen, you could still be a man if this card is you, what I mean? Energy is fluid, and this is just to describe the personality and stuff like that. So the Queen of Wands, she's fiery, she's attractive. I get the vibe that she kind of knows what she wants and she tries to go after it. most of the time, or and for some reason manifesting is coming to mind. So focus on your manifesting, guys, okay? Yeah, look up some manifestation techniques and find out what works best for you. I don't know why, but that needed to come out. But what I'm getting here is, okay, so this could be a case of your there's a few scenarios I'm getting here. You could be stuck in the middle of two people, in the sense that for some of you, maybe you're getting an offer of maybe love, and an offer coming in from one side that's like, a love relationship, or just something that you've really wanted, and like it's a really good opportunity, and it's going to emotionally fulfill you. But then on the other side, you're kind of like, maybe you feel like there's this person holding you back. Maybe there's a woman or a man holding you back. Possibly, Queen of Wands, I would say a woman, but again, it could still be a man. But that could be that you feel like there's someone holding you back, or someone making you choose between this offer and them. So like you're feeling kind of stuck. And I would say, for those of you, if you are feeling stuck between, like, or maybe it's a case of, if you choose this, you feel like you're letting this person down, or it could be that kind of, you know what I'm getting at, anything along those lines, okay? And if it is that, this is where you really need to take this blindfold off, and look at this person and see things clearly. Look at this option, or this person, if this is a person coming in with an option, with an offer, look at that clearly, and take this blindfold off. Sit with your own emotions, turn around and look at the sea of emotions that belong to you behind you, and just be with them, and just kind of listen to your intuition and listen to your emotions, and then make your choice, okay? And like, for some of you, this could be a case of you're worrying that this person will be disappointed, or you're worrying, what this person will think. But then again, remember, that's your worries. That doesn't mean that is how they will feel about it, or how they will think about it, and at the end of the day, you've got to do what's going to be best for you. Self-care and self-love is the priority. So put yourself first, okay? So yeah, and once you make that choice, let's say if you are in a situation where you're worried about what this person will think or do, if you choose this, they could very well be on board with it and be happy out with it and be fine with it. This is just coming up to say that is one of the aspects that they should worry about if you're in that situation. But equally, for some of you, it could be a case of, maybe this could be slightly different. The other scenario I'm getting is that this is still, yes, some sort of an offer of love, maybe a relationship offer coming in from someone. And then this is also you over here. So like, kind of a case of, maybe you've gotten used to being on your own. You've gotten used to being single, and you're kind of like, what, I feel like, I'm in a place now where I'm in control of my life. You could be feeling like, I've gotten this far on my own. So then that's where the Two of Swords comes in, because it's kind of like, I've built up, a throne for myself. I'm sitting on my throne. I am in charge. I'm fiery. I am attractive. I know what I want. And it's like, and I've gotten here on my own without a relationship. So now that this offer of a relationship may be coming in, you're kind of sitting here and you're like, do I want it? Is this offer of emotions going to emotionally fulfill me, or am I better off, as I am on my own for the time being? Am I ready to take on this commitment? Okay. And then underneath here is the Hermit. So I would say, in order to find, obviously we'll get some clarifier cards and guidance and advice as well, but I would say, from the Hermit card being underneath this deck, I would say that the answer is definitely within you. You just need to take that step back, and just, sometimes the most logical answer is the answer, and because it's right in front of us, we don't see it. And then other times, the most logical answer is most certainly not the answer, and we know it's not. So then we need to go within. And I feel like this time, that's why the Hermit card has come out, because you need to go within. Because the first answer you see may not necessarily be the answer. You need to look inside you for the answer, your emotions, your intuition, all of that. Do some meditation, maybe, those kind of things, okay? So, I feel like taking a step back and just being with your emotions and your own intuition will bring you the answer. But also make sure that you are taking enough time for yourself, because the Hermit is a journey of self-discovery, okay? So, maybe when you take a step back to try and look at your options and see where you want to go, you may discover a few things about yourself as well. And, just be willing to go with that, okay? Go with it. Allow those discoveries to come, and just, they might help you, okay? Be open to discovering more about yourself, and in turn, this will probably help you with your decision, okay? Let's see. Spirit, can we get some clarifying cards? Clarify the Ace of Cups, please, for Geminis. Clarify the Ace of Cups, please. Two of Pentacles is our first card that's come out to clarify the Ace of Cups. Two of Pentacles is all about balance. For some of you, it may be about, making sure that you're not spending too much money. But in this case, I do feel like it's about how, with the Ace of Cups, it's about balancing your emotions, okay? And now for those of you, if there is an emotional offer coming in, an offer of love, an offer of a relationship or something, this Two of Pentacles, but it doesn't necessarily mean you have to take it. But, make sure to weigh up your options, should I go, should I take it, should I leave it, whether it's an offer of love or whether it's just any type of offer, of emotional, that you have an emotional attachment to, or that would kind of trigger an emotion. Just make sure that you do weigh up your options and look at them properly and be like, okay, what is going to be best for my emotional fulfillment? What is going to be best for me to fill my cup and look after me, okay? Yeah, so I feel like that's all about finding balance within the emotions. And for some of you, yes, it could be saying that this offer that's coming in will help you to balance your emotions. But for others, it could be a case of, just make sure to weigh up the options in front of you, okay? Some of you may have more than one option, and it's a case of just, making sure that you kind of, there's no rush deciding. Take a step back, look at them objectively, and just follow your emotions and follow your heart, and just don't dismiss any options too quickly. Make sure that you give them all the benefit of the doubt and you look over them all properly before making a decision. And then for others, it's about how this offer could help balance you out, who could help you balance your emotions. And then some of you may choose, your choice out of all the options may just be to choose yourself. And that is perfectly okay too. For some of you, you may just choose yourself, and you may choose to, work on, yourself only, without a relationship or without that emotional tie. You may choose to just go into your hermit mode and do all the self-discovery to balance your own emotions. And maybe that's what some of you need to do, Let's see. Clarify that was my bad, dropping loads of cards. Clarify the Two of Swords, please, for Gemini. Clarify the Two of Swords, please, for Gemini. Okay, well, we've got the... Whoop, nearly dropped that. We've got the Ten of Pentacles, okay? And the Ten of Pentacles is all about kind of like abundance, like, see all the pentacles, like money, money, money kind of a thing. And then you've got the dogs, the child, the people. It looks kind of like it's just a very happy families card, abundance, that kind of a thing, okay? And I just think that is kind of a strange card, I feel, to clarify the Two of Swords. So I'm just having a moment trying to kind of decipher its meaning in this reading. I'm just gonna... Okay, yes, okay, I have it. I feel like for some of you, whatever choices you're having to make, I feel like obviously I feel like a lot of you are really stressing over it, or, you're overthinking it. And some of you may be thinking, oh, what if I make the wrong choice? And what if I make a choice that stops me from having, my abundance, and stops me from having my happiness and my happy family and stuff like that? And I feel like the Ten of Pentacles in this reading has come to clarify the Two of Swords, to let you know that no matter what you choose, you can still have an abundant future with a happy family. And, you can still have the dogs and the kids and, the husband or wife, or, and the money. You can still have that all no matter what choice you make in this situation, okay? For now, focus on you and make the best choice for you, okay? And then just take everything as it comes after that. But for now, make the decision and don't worry about your future abundance and stuff like that. You will have your abundance. Of course, I don't mean don't worry as in throw it out the window and don't give a shit. Of course, still be smart, and use your intuition and use your knowledge. But what I'm saying is, in this situation, don't panic yourself too much, because whichever choice you make, it'll be okay. You can still have your abundance and your happy outcome no matter what choice you take, okay? In the long haul, it'll be fine. And I think that's what that is there for, It's just a nice little card to pop in and be like, look, make the decision that's best for you right now, and it will still be okay in the long run, okay? It'll work out, whatever it is, And I'm not saying if it's if it is a relationship offer and you take up a relationship and get into a relationship, I'm not saying that that's the person you're going to marry and be with for the rest of your life. I don't know that. We're not going to cover that in this. That would be That would be, wouldn't it be amazing to find that out? But sorry. But what I'm saying is, long run, let's say you choose such and such a person and then it doesn't work out, don't worry, because it will still work out in the end, maybe with someone else, okay? So no matter which choice you make right now, it's okay. You will be fine. You will still get your abundance in the future, okay? Now we'll clarify our Queen of Wands. Clarify Queen of Wands, please, Spirit. Whoa. Okay, we've got 2 cards clarifying that. I normally wouldn't take 2, but we're going to, because these are making sense. So yeah, okay. I feel like with the Chariot, we've got the Chariot here, and we've got the 4 of Pentacles here. Okay, the Chariot is also the Cancer card, guys, just so you know. For those of you that don't know that. Now, this could represent that, if this Queen of Wands is another person in your life that you don't want to disappoint or something like that. Maybe she's a Cancer. Doesn't have to be, but just saying that it is possible that this Queen of Wands character, if it is someone in your life that you don't want to disappoint or hurt or anything like that. And I'm not saying you will. I'm just saying that is what's going on, the way you're looking at it for some of you. If this represents a person, she could be a Cancer, or he could be a Cancer. It doesn't have to be a she. I feel like, you're holding, like that's blocking you, basically. Like, not that this person is intentionally blocking you, or this situation, whatever the Queen of Wands is representing in your case, whether it's you yourself that's the Queen of Wands in this, like the scenarios we did a while ago, whether you are the Queen of Wands and you're, choosing whether you want to be on your own because of what you've built up, or whether you want to take this emotional offer that's being, put in front of you, or whether this Queen of Wands is someone else who you're scared of disappointing or letting down. Either way, if it is someone else, it could be a Cancer. If it's you, there could be a Cancer in your chart. But I feel like, so let's say if this Queen of Wands is someone else, it's kind of like, you're allowing them to get in your way, because of the fact you don't want to disappoint them. You're not moving, okay? You've got you're holding on to this person too much, like you're holding on too tight. You're just too scared to let go. And like, not let go as in leave them out of your life or cut them off or anything. That's not what I mean by let go. I just mean, like, for example, moving forward with your life, like you're just staying stuck because you want to be near them or whatever, but you need to move forward and get on with your life and do what you need to do for you, okay? And obviously, look, we've got the Sphinxes in front of the Chariot. The Chariot can't move until they get out of the way. So it's like, whatever this situation is, whoever this Queen of Wands is, you're allowing them to keep you stuck. Or maybe they're not trying to keep you stuck. Maybe you're just, scared to, like, not be around them as much. So you're keeping yourself stuck. Like, for example, I would say, if some of you, for example, the best example I come up with is, like, if this was a mother if this was someone who's watching his mother, okay? Then, like, maybe it's a case of, if it's her that doesn't want you to move on, maybe she's just scared to let, her baby out of the nest, kind of a thing, she doesn't want you out in the big bad world, you're growing up so fast, that kind of a thing, if this was to represent a mother or a parent. And then vice versa, it could be the same, maybe she wants you to go off into the world and you just don't want to leave your man behind, or your dad behind, or whoever it is. You may want to be like, oh, I don't want to leave the nest yet, I'm so nervous, I'm holding on, I'm not moving yet, I'm staying. But it's like, you need to loosen your grip up a bit. You're not letting them out of your life, whoever they are. Now, the parents thing was just an example, okay? But whatever it is, or whoever it is, you need to loosen it up a bit. I'm not saying let them go, of course not. I'm just saying, loosen up and live your life. They're still going to be there. Make sure, of course, to keep in contact and visit them and all of that. But get on with your life all the same, okay? And it can be hard, but necessary. Underneath, we have the King of Wands. So, I think it's interesting how we have the King and Queen of Wands in this reading. Like a true pairing there. So I do feel for some of you, this maybe for me is actually coming up in a bit of a love sense, that the King of Wands, there's 2 ways this is coming up actually, right? First off is King of Wands here, Queen of Wands there. So for me, this says that if we were to look at it from a love aspect, I would say this is saying that, you haven't found your, you may not have found your soulmate yet. For some of you, you may not have found your soulmate yet, okay? But again, it's reassurance with that 10 of Pentacles under here, because it's saying, you are your Queen of Wands, you are the, you might be the Divine Feminine or something like that if you're going through a twin flame thing, but I'm not going to get into that. So this could be you. And this could be, just letting you know that your King of Pentacles, sorry, your King of Wands is out there somewhere. You're the Queen of Wands and your King of Wands is out there waiting for you. And, you've just got to loosen up a bit and let go and just go with the flow so that you can move towards finding that King of Wands, or finding that other half or other part of you, or whatever way whatever way resonates for you, okay? But for others, it could be, also clarifying about how, it could be a parent situation here with what you're holding on to or what's holding on to you. Because, the Queen of Wands could be maybe, maybe your parents are a true parent. The Queen of Wands could be your mother, King of Wands could be your father, or vice versa. But, you get the gist. But I do feel like for a lot of you, this King of Wands is underneath the deck just to say that, after you're, once you've done some more self-discovery, once you've done some more, emotional kind of balancing out and stuff, then your King of Wands will come into the picture, okay? But again, I know I'm throwing out quite a few different scenarios, but I do want to try and throw out every scenario that comes into my head for the simple sake of, I'm assuming it's coming into my head for a reason. So someone who's going to watch probably, will need one of those scenarios, and I don't want to skip over anything. I want to be as thorough as possible. So I hope so far that one of those scenarios is, for you, and that it's given you some guidance. And now we're going to ask the archangels for some messages or guidance. Archangels, what messages or guidance do you have for the Geminis, for our Geminis? For December 19, or whenever they find themselves watching this video, December 2019, or whenever they find themselves watching this video. Courage. I always see this as a Leo card, because the lines in the background, it just reminds me of the Strength card in tarot. But courage, Archangel Ariel, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs, okay? So just stand your ground, and if this Queen of Wands energy is you and not someone else, then I know that you're more than capable of standing your ground. There's a lot of fire energy here with our Queen of Wands, or King of Wands, and now the Courage card. Like, to me, that's all fire energy. So that's kind of Taurus, Leo, Sag energy. So maybe that's prominent in your chart. Maybe you're dealing with someone who's got one of those star signs, or one of those star signs strongly in their chart. But basically just, while you're on your journey, maybe to find your balance and stuff, and find your emotional fulfillment, or if there's just whatever's going on for you, just make sure you're standing up for yourself, okay? That you're, that you've got your boundaries in place, healthy boundaries in place, not letting anyone walk over you, that kind of a thing, okay? So just stay strong and be courageous. You've got this, Geminis. Passion is our second card. Archangel Haniel, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. Okay, so for some of you, definitely an offer of a relationship coming in, or has been put forward, and you're not sure what to do with it. But just, follow your heart and see, are you passionate about it? If it is something if you are passionate about this person, then maybe you should take the chance on the relationship, But in your heart, you will know yourself, These cards are always just kind of like, I find cards just kind of help you put things in perspective. Like, we all know the answers deep within us. The cards just cards and spirit just like to give you a nudge on where to look, okay? And yeah, for some of you, you may be focusing on your career, but I would say actually, in regards to finding balance, and with the, the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles and stuff like that, please make sure that, you're making time for both, for everything, that you've got that balance of, being passionate about your love life, passionate about your, work life, all of it, you know what I mean? Make sure you're not putting too much into your work and not enough into your love life, or not enough into your, and by love life, I don't just mean love life as in boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend, I don't just mean that. I mean your self-love, okay? Because it's not all about love relationships as in, like, being with someone. It's the most important one is loving yourself. So make sure that you're making enough time for you and the other areas of your life as well as work and such. But you get the idea. And yeah, just trust. If you're feeling passionate about someone or something lately, just trust it. Go with the flow. Hopefully it'll go well for you. If it doesn't, then that means there was a lesson in there. Just have faith and just trust and follow that passion that you seem to have, that's been ignited in you. There's a reason it's there, so follow it, okay? Moon cycles, Archangel Haniel again. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. The next moon, I believe, is a full moon. I'm just trying to think of when it is. But so yeah, I did say something a while ago, I'm sure at the start of this reading, I'm sure I said something came to me about manifesting. Did I bring that up? I'm sure I did. but obviously this is just clarification that you know, to look at some different ways of manifesting, and especially around the time of the full and new moons. Now, 1 second. Alexa, when's the next full moon?
The next full moon is on Thursday, the 12th of December at 5:12 a.m. Currently,
okay.
the moon is
Alexa, stop. Okay, so the 12th of December is our next full moon. So, you know, maybe if you look up some ways of manifesting, some methods that you would like to use, and you could do them around the time of the full moon to give them that extra, you know, boost with how strong the energies would be from the moon. Also, I always say this when the moon cycle cards comes out, because I just feel like it is an important thing. I know I wouldn't know much about it, but I just feel like it makes sense. Okay, moon cycles also reminds me, when it comes to, you know, women, of course, you know, your time of month, your menstrual cycle. But what I always think of as well with this card is, like, you know how it says about manifest, I've noticed how it affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. Obviously, when we're trying to manifest something, or when we're trying to do spell work or magic, it's strongly tied with our emotions, because, you know, obviously if we're more emotional about something, our intention is going to be stronger, because it's how much we want something, or how much we need something, or how much we're willing to work towards something. And obviously, when for most people I know, most women I know, when, you know, your emotions can be heightened around the time of around times of your menstrual cycle, you know, when it's that time of month. So use that emotional sensitivity to boost your manifestation, you know, direct those emotions and that energy into manifesting what it is you want, because I do feel like that will really boost your manifesting. I can't see why it wouldn't, because if your emotions are heightened and stronger, then that means the intention is heightened and stronger, you know. And I think that is a great idea. I think that is a great way that women can something, and, you know, it might be a pain in the ass sometimes. I wouldn't know, but I'd imagine it is not nice. But, you know, at least there is that aspect to it. If you are into spell work and you are into, you know, manifesting and stuff, use it to your advantage, because I think it would work very well. So yeah, just, I know that's random, but still. Oh, brilliant idea. Okay, so that's underneath. Archangel Uriel, yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. Now, I feel like that was a bit of confirmation for me as well on the whole time of month thing that I just shared with you. But also, this is your reading, so I feel like a lot of you maybe have been brainstorming lately, and, you know, you've come up with some sort of idea, and you're not sure how to go about it and how to bring it into fruition. And this is where your manifesting is going to come in. You're going to try and manifest ways to, you know, bring this idea into reality. But yeah, some of you have come up with a really good idea, or you're going to come up with a really good idea soon. So, you know, listen out and make sure to write things down, okay? Because you want to make sure you remember everything to do with this idea, okay? Because it could be very successful. Now, what we'll do is we'll move on to this deck. The next deck is the Healing with the Angels deck. I always call on Archangel Raphael and the Healing Angels when I'm doing that one. Or would you look at that? Under the King of Wands is the Hermit. But, and the Hermits, yeah. But, so right, whoa, what the heck was that? I got a bit of a fright there. My water bottle just, I think it was the water bottle that just kind of exploded a little bit. But that's fine. So, what messages and guidance do we have for Gemini for 2019 for December? And actually, I just realised that probably came through the microphone really loud as well. I am really sorry if any of you got frightened there, because I know I jumped a bit. I was not expecting that, so my apologies. What messages and guidance, Archangel Raphael and the Healing Angels, do you have for Geminis for this reading? Okay, playfulness. So, here you go. Make sure that, you know, you're enjoying yourself, you know, that you're having a good time, that you're spending time with friends, and that make sure you're just doing things for you, okay? You know, that you're just, don't let life be, I know life can, you know, take over sometimes, and we go into autopilot, and, you know, we're too busy with work, and we're too busy, you know, by the time we get home from work, we're tired, or college, or whatever you're doing, and it's just like, I just want to go to bed. But just make sure that you're making time for you, okay? For you to have fun, whether that's with friends, or whether it's, I don't know, if you like gaming, you know, maybe it's on the Xbox or the PlayStation, whatever it is, you know, just make sure that you are having fun, and maybe do some inner child work as well, okay? Oh yeah, and obviously this card came out as well, the soulmate card. So I do feel like I was saying earlier, one of the interpretations was about how, your soulmate being out there for you, your King of Wands. Um, and remember, you could already be in a soulmate relationship. We have more than one soulmate in our lifetimes. You can have a soulmate who's just a friend. Because a soulmate is literally just someone we made an agreement with before we came here to learn from each other, and that could be in a love way, that could be in a friendship way. You can learn things from everyone. So there's so many, we have more than one soulmate. So just remember that, you could be in a relationship now with a soulmate, and there could still be another soulmate for you relationship wise down the road, okay? But anyway, I would just like to put out that this is kind of like, again, with the Ten of Pentacles, and it's in the same row as well, I would just like to say that don't worry too much about the choice you make right now, because either way you will still find your soulmate and still have your, your abundance and your happiness and whatever it is that you really kind of want and desire in life. It will all balance out. You will be able to have that down the line. So don't focus or worry too much about the choice you have to make now. Make the best choice you can, and that's all you can do. Just make the best choice for you in this moment. And everything to follow, just take it as it comes, okay? But yeah, there is definitely a soulmate. You definitely have your soulmate relationship out there, or coming in soon maybe. But intention, okay, yeah, like that's basically, remember I said a minute ago, this has come out underneath the moon cycles card. I remember I said about how emotions, if you're doing something and you've got more emotions about it, or you're feeling more emotional about it, then it's going to make your intention stronger. So, like I said, you can use that time of month, if you're, for the ladies, you can use that to make your intention stronger. But also in general, just for everyone, because obviously, we're not all, everyone's not that's watching isn't going to be female, but intention is really important. Make sure that, your intentions are for the best and highest good, and that they are genuinely something you need and want, and that will go well for you, and that nobody else needs to lose out in order for you to gain, you know what I mean? So just make sure you're really clear on what it is you want, because the universe gives us what we kind of send out, so we can't really complain when we don't get what we asked for. It's just we either weren't clear with our order, or the universe knows that what we asked for isn't for us, so it'll give us something better, more appropriate for us, you know what I mean? You'll either get what you ask for, or you'll get something better. And sometimes it doesn't seem like you've got something better, or like you've even got anything near what you've asked for. But down the line, you'll look back and you'll be like, in hindsight, I'm so glad that I got that instead of that. Okay? Focus is underneath. So, make sure, again, to focus on your intentions. Focus on what it is you're sending out. Focus on, for some reason, it just came into me, focus on your finances as well. I don't know why. Maybe some of you have a few things in your finances that need to be sorted out. That just came out. But most importantly, actually, at this moment in time, focus on yourself. When it comes to whatever decisions you have to make and stuff, focus on how you can, what decision's best for you. Focus on yourself and self-love and self-care, okay? Now, how are we doing for time? We're doing good. Now, onto our Archangel Michael cards. This is the last part of the reading. 1, 2, 3. So, Archangel Michael, what guidance and messages do you have for the star sign of Gemini for December 2019, or whenever they find themselves drawn to watch this reading? I don't know why, but I've looked out the window and there's a cloud. Shocker, there's a cloud outside, but it's the shape of, I'm getting 3 animals. I don't know if this resonates or has any significance to any of you. First one I saw when I first looked was I was seeing a whale. Then I was seeing the same cloud. First it looked like a whale, then it looked like a frog, and for some reason, then I've gotten the image of a, like a buffalo or a bison. So if any of those animals have any significance to any of you watching, I just said I'd say that. Oh, actually, do you know what? Okay, well, yes, some of them may make sense for you, but now I'm actually very, very clearly seeing an armadillo. So what I want to say for that is, the armadillo, for me, the message I'm getting through that is, make sure that you're not staying in your shell too much. Make sure that you're allowing yourself to be seen for who you are. Just because, some people can be mean and the world can be a cruel place sometimes, doesn't mean that you should curl up into a ball and hide, okay? Make sure that you are being you and being true to you. Don't let other people get you down. At the end of the day, they're just projecting their experience onto you, and that is not your problem, not your responsibility. Other people's opinions even if their opinions about you are not your business, because they don't know you for you, you know? So just make sure that you're not hiding from things, okay? Come out of your shell a bit, or I don't know, would you call it a shell when it's an armadillo? I don't know how they work, but just don't close yourself off. Maybe bring your walls down a bit, let your guard down a little bit, okay? But yeah, that was random. And now the cloud is slowly disappearing into a ball. But yeah, Archangel Michael, what messages and guidance do you have for Gemini? Lean on God and the angels for support. So if you feel like you're having difficulty with this decision or with anything right now, just remember, like, okay, personally, I don't really, in a religious sense, I don't believe in God. I do believe in a higher source, of course. I do believe in, like, spirit, you know, that kind of thing. I do believe there is some bigger overall energy probably out there. But I don't mean God in the biblical sense, okay? I just want to put that out there. But so lean on God and the angels for support, you know. Ask Archangel Michael to help you. You know, they're there to support you. They want to support you. Ask the guardian angel, your guides, all of them. Ask them for help when you need it. They want to help and support you, but they respect our free will, so they won't intervene unless you ask them to. So ask them. They want you to ask them. Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. Okay, maybe some of you have been, you know, maybe some of you know what choice needs to be made, and you kind of wanted to be able, you know what way you need to go, and maybe you wanted to go left, but you know you should go right. So, you know, admit the truth to yourself and take the road that is best fitted, or that you know you need to take, okay? Or maybe to do with whatever it is. There's something in here that, you know, obviously you know. There's something you know, and you just need to admit it and move forward, okay? Get one more. Thank you. And then your home is protected by angels. So know that your home and your loved ones and all your property and, you know, your possessions and all of that, they're all protected and watched over by the angels. No need to worry, okay? The angels got your back. And underneath, have confidence, okay? Some of you may have had a few blows to your confidence over the years, and that's okay. We've all been there. I know that I used to have zero confidence, and now I'm borderline cocky. No, I'm joking, I think. But yeah, so just don't worry. People say things sometimes, and it's okay. Just have confidence in yourself and your abilities, because you are amazing. Every single one of us are, okay? We're all brilliant. We were all put here for a reason. Like, the fact that we're alive is amazing, let alone everything else humans have done on this planet and the planet we live on. It's amazing just that we're living, okay? So just always remember that. Have confidence in yourself and your abilities. We're all unique, and we all bring something to the table, and the table is this planet, okay? So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to finish it up there because we only have like a minute left before this cuts into 2 videos, and I do not want to have to edit because I'm lazy like that. But thank you so much for watching. I hope there was some, you know, helpful guidance and information in this reading for you. Loads of love, light and blessing to all of you, and I think that is it. Lots of love to all you Geminis and anyone else who may be watching. Thank you so much for the support. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share, and until the next time, peace out, Geminis.